Hola clase, hola, hola, hola. Hoy vamos a tomar apuntes. Today we're going to take notes. Okay. Escribe número, write the number. Escribe la fecha. Escribe el título, write down the title. Los adjetivos. Adjetivos means adjectives. Yeah, so we're going to talk about a little bit. Okay? I think we kind of discussed it in class a little bit, right? So one thing that you must remember with adjectives, you must remember that there needs to be agreement with the noun in gender. There needs to be an agreement with the noun in gender. So when I say gender, I mean feminine or masculine, right? And also number agreement. When I'm saying number agreement, I'm saying singular and plural. Okay? Singular and plural. All right? So, for the most part, adjectives that end in an O will be masculine, and adjectives that end in an A will, for the most part, not always, right? It will be feminine. There's always exceptions to that rule, okay? All right. There are some, and you have them in your vocabulary, that some end in a consonant. Okay, and we're talking about ending, right? All right. These are about the ending. Some will end in an O, some in an A, and for the most part, they will be masculine or feminine, and some end in a consonant. Okay? Yeah. To make it plural, how do we do that? If it ends in an O, you add an S. I don't want to say an O. I wanted to say vowel. If it ends in a vowel, add an S. If it ends in a consonant, add ES. Similar to the nouns, okay? Similar to the nouns. All right, but let's go back in here, and we need to make sure when we're writing in Spanish, the adjectives have an agreement in gender and number. Okay. Here are some examples. Okay. El alumno. El alumno. Okay. We have an article that is masculine and singular. We have a noun that is masculine and singular. El alumno es. The student is. El alumno es bueno. Student is good. Can we say el alumno es buena? No, we can't say this. Okay, we can't. No. Because buena, it's feminine. Okay? El alumno es buena. No, el alumno es bueno. So you have to make sure that you have agreement here in the article, here in the noun, here in the adjective. Agreement in gender. Another example. La muchacha es simpático. Can we say simpático? La muchacha es simpático. No. La muchacha es simpática. Simpático, it's for a boy. So no gracias. No thank you. Okay, gotta make sure that you have agreement. right? The girl is nice. Okay. Of course, in Spanish it sounds different, right? It needs to be gender agreement. All right. So now let's see how agreement in number looks like. Let's take exactly the same sentence, but now in plural. So to make el in plural, we say los. Alumnos. Alumno. It ends in an O. It's a noun that ends in an O. We add an S. Los alumnos. Well, we also need to make sure that our verb has an agreement. We cannot say the students is. The students are. Los estudiantes son buenos. We cannot say bueno. No, we need to add an S. We cannot say bueno, buena. No, because it's for one girl. We cannot say buenas. No. Okay. You see this? Agreement, gender, and number. Okay. Let's do the other one. Article, definite article for la is las. Muchacha. How do we make muchacha plural? It ends in an S. So, I'm sorry, it ends in an A. We add an S. Las muchachas son simpáticas. Just leave it like that, simpática. The girls are nice. Well, it makes sense in English, but does it make sense in Spanish? It doesn't. Why? We have agreement here. We have agreement. Do we have agreement in number here? No. No tenemos. We don't have. So, simpáticas. Can we say simpáticos? No, gracias. No. Okay? That's what you need to pay attention to. The adjectives that you're using have agreement in number and gender. Well, let me give you some examples for nouns that you might be confused about. And I don't know, maybe. For example, la clase. Notice that la clase is a noun that ends in an E. Okay? Ends in an E. If you follow, if you don't remember that I told you that there's exceptions to it, you're going to be like, no, it's supposed to have el clase. There are exceptions to the rule, always in Spanish. So this is clase. It's a feminine word because we can tell by its article. La clase es fácil. La clase es fácil. The class is easy. Well, we have agreement in here, right? We know that. Clase, we already know that is, how can I say? It's feminine. But when an adjective ends in a consonant, it's kind of something like neutral in gender. Neutral. For example, let me find another noun. One second. Let's see, from your vocabulary list. La clase, el curso. El curso is a good one. El curso. Notice that curso, it's a noun that ends in an O. It means a course. And it has, see over here, it has el. This is feminine, this is masculine. Well, el curso es fácil. We use exactly the same thing, okay? Because it's neutral for masculine and feminine. So how do we put la clase into plural? Las clases son fácil. We add an ES, remember? Son fáciles. Los cursos son fáciles. All right? So now There's few things that are very important. And we did in class last time a question that ¿cómo eres? When you see this question, it's telling you how are you like, a description of you, personalidad. So personalidad meaning physical appearance. Meaning personalidad meaning personality, o apariencia física. Apariencia física, physical appearance, okay? So, you want to respond to that in a complete sentence saying, yo soy, I am. Now that you know what the verb to be is, you can say, I am, and you describe yourself with articles. This is the conjugation of the verb to be in second person. When a question is asked to you in a second person form, you always answer with first person. Meaning, I'm going to give you an example in English, like, are you hardworking? As an example, then you say, I am hardworking. Okay? Sort of that idea. Question, when a question is in second person, you answer in first person. Okay? Okay. First, second person question, answer in first person. You answer in first person conjugated, conjugation of the verb. Conjugation of the verb meaning soy, eres, es, okay? That conjugation. Okay. So let's say you have a question that's not in second person, but is in maybe a plural, in a plural form. ¿Son ustedes alumnos buenos? ¿Verdad? ¿Son ustedes alumnos buenos? Are you all buenos alumnos? Good students? Are you? Well, what this question, it's in a third person, right? Right? It's in third person. So when it's in third person, in ustedes form, you answer in nosotros, in we form. Nosotros somos buenos alumnos. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me put alumnos. I don't want to confuse you here. Alumnos buenos. Okay? Alumnos buenos. Are you good students? We are good students. We are good students. Okay? So here's the thing. Ustedes form question. Answer in nosotros form. Okay? All right. So another thing that you must remember about adjectives. Remember that for the most part, adjectives come or are placed, okay, after the noun. I'm going to give you a few examples. Muchacha guapa. Okay. Clase fácil. In English, it's the other way, right? Muchacha guapa, you won't say girl cute or girl good looking. You say a good looking girl, right? It's the opposite. Okay. You could say escuela bonita. Okay. All right. So see, I had a little scratch over here, and I'm going to tell you why. So, alumnos buenos. Some adjectives will, no matter where you place the adjective, it will have the same meaning. So you can say alumnos buenos o buenos alumnos. It's the same, mismo, same. Okay? Some, but not all. So this is one. Yeah, no, not all. So in this chapter we have one. So if you put it in front or after the noun, it's the same thing, same meaning. Okay. So so remember, this is very important because I do want you to speak properly. You learn how to speak Spanish in a good way when you're communicating with other people. Okay. So muchacha guapa, so no guapa muchacha. Okay. Clase fácil, no fácil clase. Escuela bonita, bonita escuela, no. Escuela bonita. ¿Ok? Bien, chicos.